What's up everyone? I'm Roxy.
And I'm Paris.
And if you're new to our channel, we are so happy to have you here. And if you've always been here, then welcome back. So in today's episode of Study Sunday, we'll be sharing with you some group work organization hacks.
So a lot of times you have to work in a group, whether you're in college or in high school. So these are some really great tips we have from our experience working in groups. And we know that you're gonna love them.
Yeah, and we all know that working in groups can be kind of a pain. So here are some ways on how to handle yourself better and handle your group better and get everything done.
But before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything. The button is right below us.
And of course, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, see all the behind the scenes details and all that fun stuff.
So with that being said, let's get right into this video. Tip number 1 in a group project is to always designate roles to everyone. So you don't want one person to do everything. So for instance, you don't want one person to have all of the responsibility and all of the work to be put on them. So you can just ask around in the beginning who wants to do what. So one person can do the results section, one person can do the introduction, one person can get all the information together. Just work with your group and find out what everyone wants to do and what everyone is really good at, and then work to suit so that everyone has a specific role and one person doesn't have to do all of the work.
Tip number 2 is one that deals with social media and communication, and one of the easiest ways to communicate with your group members is creating a private Facebook group where only, of course, your group members can have access to. Here you can talk easily as well as share files and documents.
And Facebook makes it really easy to do this because you have your own private group chat, and you can also just share and upload anything from images to documents to photos and then chat right there in real time, so you'll know exactly what's going on with your group.
The best part about this is that your group is private, so you don't have anybody peeking in to see your information and peeking in to get your really good ideas.
So tip number 3, or just another thing that you can do for your group project, is to have regular meetings. So even though going on the Facebook group is good, you want to make sure you're meeting in person so that everyone can discuss everything openly and freely. And this is also going to really help you make sure that your project is on track, so you can get feedback from everyone to see how it's going and to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So basically all you can do is schedule a quick 15-minute meeting. It does not have to be like a 5-hour meeting, you guys. Like a small 10 to 15-minute meeting right after school when everyone is already there to just see what's what and iron out all those kinks.
So another really good trick we have, which is one that I use all the time, is to use Google Documents. So Google actually has a system set into place where you can create a Google document and everyone in the group can actually access it using their email. So instead of one person just getting all of these different files and trying to put it together, on Google Doc, if everyone is signed in, everyone can just type in their information one time and you'll just have one big document for your project.
If y'all want us to do like a tech tutorial on Google Docs and how it works, then I'll definitely comment it down below if you're not familiar with this system. So the 5th tip is to focus on everyone's strengths. Now everyone has their own strengths and weakness, so by zoning into everyone's strength, they will be able to contribute in their best way in your presentation.
So for instance, if someone is really good at calculations and math and there's like a results section that you want to do in your presentation, then that person will be better off explaining it.
And if someone has a really good presentation voice, they can definitely start off the presentation as well as conclude it, and make sure you captivate your audience on the way.
So this is to make sure that everyone in the group is just confident and comfortable and able to give the best presentation possible by using their strengths. So tip number 6 is of course to make sure and go over your presentation in person if you have to present in front of the class. So this is really important.
Like VIP important.
Yeah, because you want to make sure that everybody knows exactly how to speak to an audience. And another thing that's really important is to time your presentation. So if you do not practice this in real time in person, you are gonna run over like the 10 minutes that you're supposed to present in. So by doing this 1 or 2 times before, you're gonna make sure everybody is staying within their time limits and presenting exactly how they're supposed to.
A great idea is to also quiz each other while you're practicing, just in case someone throws a random question at you, you'll be able to handle it and you won't be caught off guard.
Because a great part of a presentation is not just giving info, but being able to actually answer questions on the material that you're presenting.
So again, you want to make sure an organized time for you and your group to meet and go over the entire presentation, like we said, from start to finish, so there won't be any unexpected surprises, because the last thing you want is to have a really bomb presentation and then have a very bad presentation of that presentation. you feel me? I know you do.
So the last tip is one that we're probably gonna have to deal with at some point in your life, and it's just to be aware of people who aren't really contributing that much in the group project. So there are gonna be those floaters who just think they could get away with not doing anything, but you want to make sure that your group project is really fair and that everybody is working really hard for their marks.
So let's be real, life is life and everyone's not going to have the same mindset as you.
So there are ways that you could deal with this. So the first thing that you should do is actually take that person aside and ask them what's the problem, like why aren't they doing it, and make sure to do this in a nice way. You don't want to come across too aggressive, like maybe they actually really do have a problem with the presentation and are just scared to say it. So just try to talk to them nicely about it, and if that is not working, you could actually go to your professor and say, well, this person isn't really contributing, like what should we do? So you get somebody to actually advise you on this. And if that still isn't working after you told your prof, then you and your group are just gonna have to get together and finish it, because at the end of the day, this is your presentation, so you're gonna have to just pull it together.
And even though it's so unfair, we know how unfair it is. The thing about it is that you don't want to end up with bad marks and then just be like, crap, I could have just done it. You know, this is your work. So if someone is just giving you a hard time, just suck it up. It's just like one course, you might never see them again, and at the end of the day, you're gonna get great results. So just focus on getting good results regardless of who's giving you trouble in your group. Okay, so that is a wrap for this episode of Study Sunday. We hope that you enjoyed it. Let us know if this helped you with some group work. Let us know what other videos you want to see. Go ahead, comment below.
And don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe on your way out so you won't miss anything.
Yeah, so don't forget to also check out our last video. It is on this side of the screen. We know you're gonna love it.
So thank you so much for watching, and
We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Mwah.